Now then, people, welcome back to the Just Joe Football Show. Fancy reliving the glory days without emptying your pockets, getting this season's kits without leaving yourself skint? Well, you can at okjersey.com, where retro kits and this season's fits from every major beast across Europe and the Premier League don't break the bank. That iconic Leeds 70s strip, Liverpool's 89 Hillsborough Heroes, Manchester United's 99 Treble Terror, and even Arsenal's invincible Shimmer. Juve Black and White Zebra Classics, Real Madrid's Galactico Whites, what a player R9 was. Inter's Nazuri Nights under the San Siro lights, PSG's stylish 90s flair. OK Jersey have got them all, direct from all the vaults, authentic retro fire at prices that leave change for a pie at the match. No fancy markups, just pure kit passion. Free shipping for all orders over €50. And if you're part of the Just Joe family, you can drop the code JUST at checkout for 8% off. Because supporting the Mighty Whites for your continental crush, Tacticos, Barca, I'm looking at you. So gear up, don't break the bank, and go to okjersey.com, where history and current prices are affordable. Scan the QR code now, hit the link in the comments, and don't forget to use code JUST at checkout for 8% off. Peace out. Now let's get back to the boss show. Now then, people, welcome back to the Just Joe Football Show. I hope you're all right. Haven't been on for a few days. It's just hard, isn't it? Shit. It's tough being a Leeds fan right now. After Sunday, just knew what it would be like. You know, I could have dined out on it and put out many videos, but I don't know. It's just like it's hard, isn't it? Because we're all hurting, whether you're Farke in, whether you're Farke out. The facts are, it's rough, man. Rough, tough. It's tough. I don't like coming on here and arguing, you know. I don't like having to defend my position all the time. This isn't anyone in the comments or anything like that. It's just my own like headspace of like, fuck's sake, man. Like, I guess the game on Sunday, I didn't know what to expect. And then we get in front and I'm like, oh yes, man, maybe, you know, you have that hope in it. And then it just came crashing and I just thought, you know what, I can't be asked. And then the presser started, and we fucking have no we've no midfield. We have no midfield. We have no Sean Longstaff. We have no Anton Stack. So what is a ball now? Does anyone know what a ball now is? Because he's out as well. I don't even know who he is. What was the fucking point? Sorry for my language, people. Of spending 5 million on him. What was it? I'd rather we kept Max Volber. Yeah, Dirty Leeds, I've not been active on social media either. Comes a time where you go, is it even worth putting out an opinion? Nah, I can't be asked. Because it's just hard, isn't it? Like, I had more... I think, like, when I had more, and I don't know if this is it's probably a bad thing, but I had more enthusiasm for Leeds' plight when we had Jesse, because I thought we could have done better with the players that we have at that time, yeah? And what we saw under Bielsa. And then this time, I don't have as much enthusiasm because I don't think the squad's good enough. Now, with who's playing in midfield? Gruev, Ampadu, Aronson? Does Aronson have to play as an 8 now? Is that what we're going to see? A midfield 3 that has Aronson, Gruev, and Ampadu? Or, I guess we have Tanaka, don't we? Sorry. So maybe not. It'll be Gruev then. Sorry. I'm just pissed off at the whole situation. I think the manager's going to lose his job this game, next game. I don't think he sees it. I think he's gone, if I'm honest. I didn't get involved. I got sent so many messages about he's been sacked because it came from fucking Wacko. That was, I just didn't buy it. George, this, I said, I don't care. I don't think it, at the time I knew it wasn't because it had come from sources higher up than bloody someone on Wacko. The hit rating always 100%, always sacked, and then the club actually, but which shows me the club's still supporting, by the way. It shows the club supporting that when that was coming out, they made a tweet saying, we will see his press conference tomorrow. So it shows they're aware of what's being said. I agree with you, Vic, as well. That's where my head's at as well. I don't know who the new manager would be. And would they excite me enough? I'm not too sure if they would give me the bounce that I need. But do you know what, Dirty Leeds? They should always be looking for a new manager regardless, really. Just always be assessing the market. But with this recruitment team behind, this ownership that we have, I just, do you have faith in their ability to get the right man? Because look at the state of the squad, man. Surely we can all accept now that squad is on its arse because a couple of injuries now has really exposed it, and we've got our hardest running. Because even City, Chelsea, Liverpool, what? Liverpool might have a new manager by then as well. The fan running on the pitch, each to their own. It's not worth it, is it? It'll probably get a ban and won't be able to go to games again at Ellen Road. It's just not worth it, is it? Why to make us up? No worries, Helen. Always here, love. Tired, like. Didn't get up till like 9 on 12. Alternatives aren't the best, but you can't stick it if it gets worse, especially when your points per game is the worst we've had. Is it? I don't know if that's true or not. But I mean, it is. You wouldn't have said it if not. So yeah, that's not good if we've got the worst points per game we've ever had and stuff. So that's not good, is it? Yeah, so that's where we're at in it. But yeah, business in January has to be paramount, regardless of who's in charge, because it doesn't matter who the managers is. They need better players, folks. I'm not saying another manager can't get more out of this squad of players, because they probably can, maybe, but it's still not enough. I just don't think the squad is enough. And like Ian says, it's almost the worst time for Farke. He did sound a little bit downbeat for him to lose better players, because Stack and Longstaff are some of our better players. Isn't he statistically the worst manager in the Prem? I don't know about that, man, either. Yeah, maybe he is. I don't know. But it's going to come to an end anyway. I think he knows it probably. Yeah, it's just a matter of time. Oh, no way. Gavin just said the man who ran on the pitch lives near him and he used a borrowed season ticket, so the other fella's been banned as well. Well done. You would be raging, wouldn't you? You would be raging. I said, are you taking piss, mate? Oh, God. That's not great. I should don't do it anyway, man. Each their own. If we get slaughtered at City, do you think it goes? I think it'll either be after Chelsea or Liverpool, might, because everybody can get slaughtered at City. That's the facts. I know there's a way in which you lose, but I don't think they'll sack him after City. But we'll get into what's being said. He had a dead side every season he's had in the Prem. Those stats are skewed. Yeah, maybe. But whoever's in charge come January, we need business, and we need it fast. You know. Mr. Dodo, that's a good point. We're not emotional, fan base runs on pitch, gets mate banned. We get smashed 7-0, he's gone. Yeah, maybe, but I don't think we'll get smashed 7-0. The only thing is, like, City rested loads of players, didn't they, for the Champions League? So it's not looking good, is it? 49ers are inept, as Farke. And I listened to the Square Ball, I think it was Mondays with Graham Smith, and they said it won't be long before, you know, there was booze in Ellen Road. You don't know what you're doing, all that sort of stuff. And it'll turn on the 49ers as well. Turn on them, to be honest. For me, too interested in lining the pockets. Thank you very much, LUFC World. That's very nice of you to say. Oh, yeah, I'd be using my triple captain as well, Jamie. Don't you watch that? Unfortunately, I've already used it, though. Yeah, I just think they're interested in lining the pockets, of course, because they're an investment fund, and the more interested in the stadium build, for example, which someone said in the chat earlier on has been pushed back. I'm not aware of that. Obviously, I haven't, like I said, tuned out for a few days again. It's getting hard, like I said, it's getting hard having to come on and, you know, because it's performative as well. Like, obviously, you're on YouTube, aren't you? So yeah, it's just been difficult. It's a difficult time of year. It's a difficult period. I knew it'd be like this, to be honest, but not as rough as this. But I should have, but because obviously, even when we were doing well last season and won the league with 100 points, we still had dispute in the fan base. So it was always going to happen. There was a sense of inevitability about it, I guess, because, you know, for whatever reason, some haven't emotionally connected to the manager, and he hasn't been given a lot of rope, I don't think, anyway. But like people have rightly pointed out to me, I know dirty Leeds. I know. I just got my ass, bro. Yeah, worst points per game, that tells a story, right? You know, that tells a story. Why buy Rangers? Well, they are even doing a good job there, are we, for fuck's sake? Don't know about that. I don't know about that. Easy teasy. But we'll get into what's actually being said in the presser. And we'll see what it says. So overall, many players in training. Anton Stack will miss Man City following concussion protocols. I mean, is there even a case of just actually making a sub and not a concussion one? Do you know what I mean? Farke's not great with his subs anyway, so he's not as if it's like, I need to save that for minute 7 there. Should have just said, oh, he's come off normal if you do a concussion sub, because now he can't play, you know, even though he might be all right to play. But I guess that goes against the reason for a concussion subs. So he's out, and then Longstaff also out with a calf injury, and he's going to be out for about 4 to 6 weeks, which is massive, because I felt that Longstaff was back to his best, or was back to what we saw against Newcastle. I felt a little bit against Villa. I mean, Sebastian Bornau. Every time I hear that man's name, it annoys me, because we saw him have one of the worst debut performances against Kids of Sheffield Wednesday. And that is it. That transfer there might go down as one of the worst, and we've had some bad ones. But it'll be like on a quiz question in 20 years. How many appearances did Sebastian Bornau make after signing in return back to the Premier League or something? Do you know what I mean? Honestly, a waste of money. Waste of money. I think I keep coming back to it, and I know the manager's not everyone's cup of tea, but the business that we did, man, it was absolutely shocking. And they thought it was 8 out of 10. He was only 5 mil, not 59. Yeah. Augustin Burnell. I like that, Scott. Augustin Burnell. No, not worse. I said one of. He's not as worse as JKA. Of course he's not. I think JKA could have potentially played more minutes, though. I don't know. But yeah, I feel like a broken record. And it comes to the transfers. It's mad. Yeah, so Bornell missed training yesterday and today. It's a late call with him. So, but it's like I was speaking to the lads in the group chat before, and Lockie said, "Yeah, but we've got 4 goalkeepers." And it's so true. At least we got 4 goalkeepers, man. That's good. That's good. Yeah. Leeds been making bad signings and sales since Brawling. Yeah. Bye. Oh, am I still tired? I do not know. Man City up next then. Farke said, look, I normally like to play these teams after the Champions League. But this time it's a bit tricky because they rested Haaland and all these top players, yeah. Mentioned about them being the best side in the last decade, one of the best sides, best manager, rested their players, point to prove, because they got beat by Newcastle, of course. It's a home game for them. Look, we're not going to get out on Saturday. No way. Farke, unfortunately, isn't best at setting up teams away from home, or hasn't been this season. So I don't know. Look at, you can see my cat, my dog decided to chew my cat. I mean, I've had it ages, probably need a new one anyway, but yeah, get that. Life comes at you fast. Said Stack was his statement signing and pushed hard. Got it, yeah. It's on here as well, I forgot. Oh, yeah, if you can, do support me at buymeacoffee.com. Make sure you check out OK Jersey as well. Who would your worst Leeds sided tip? Oh, I don't know. We could maybe make it. We could maybe do a stream, eh? We could maybe do a stream. Don't forget the 49ers did make mainly good signings in the championship. Yeah. 100%. Yeah. So City, we know, brutal. He was asked about the dressing room mood. I know some have said that the manager or the managers lost the dressing room. I don't agree with that. I think we saw that against Villa. We saw that against Villa because I know we lost the game, but performance-wise, he just take anything out of points and managers, just performance. I thought we played well. So, and they showed fight. They showed fight. So he said, look, they're focused, they're concentrated. We're knowing the next 3 games we won't be favourites. Always the underdog. Of course, this fixture run is tough as well. He said, I told the lads definitely this week we'll expect to rotate a bit more than usual because we have Chelsea midweek as well, don't we? It's like bunched up, I believe. Let's have a look, because we play Saturday and then we play Chelsea on Wednesday. So it's a small period, Saturday, Wednesday, which won't be easy as well. I mean, this is a thing, he can't rotate and rest in the midfield, can he? You know what I mean? Because we're fucking injured. So it's going to be rough. It was Villa playing poor that made, all right, okay, well, if that's what you want to take from it, all right. But I know, even if Villa played poor, the performance that I saw from Leeds was still better than the ones I'd seen previous. Yeah. So, not bothered about how well Villa played or didn't play. I just know what I saw from my team was they played better. So he says the dressing room mood's good, and I believe that. I don't doubt that at all. On the belief, I mean, he came out swinging. He said, I'm confident, I'm fully convinced, fully prepared. We knew for which club we're working. Always outside noise, even after the best season in our history. Starting with the goal to finish 17th. He actually said he thinks we'll finish maybe higher. We want to stay in this league. We didn't expect it to be. We didn't expect it to be easy. We always knew we would struggle. Ups and downs happen to every team over 38 games. We're in a poor spell, but it happens. Even to the reigning champions, obviously using Liverpool as an example of that. But ultimately, Slot's going to lose his job, and Farke will if it doesn't turn around. And do I expect it to at this moment in time? Probably not, if I'm honest. Unfortunately, it's shit. But what can you do? He was asked about January as well. We had to add, what we have to do is add effectiveness, clinical edge. We have to use this. Now, this is, I guess, different to what Farke has said previously. I won't speak about January. Last season, I'm thinking about, I have the players that I have now, etc. But at least he's coming out and saying it, right? Do we take Slot as a fan base? I mean, you'd have a hard job of getting him, to be honest. He's a Premier League winner, regardless of what you think he's done this season. He'll get a big job in Europe, maybe. He's a good manager. It's just obviously gone tits up the spent money. I think there's not a direct correlation between board and manager. I don't think, anyway. It's a bit like our situation. Maybe you buy certain players for a certain setup and then, decide to play not direct and stuff. I don't know. Thomas Frank rumours too. Listen, if Frank got sacked, boom, I'd be on that. All straight away. I think you could get him, of course. So yeah, he did say we have to add more. You have to be fully convinced, stay committed, and improve, which for us is taking chances and clinical edge. So he's pointing to, for me, strikers or forward players, right winger, 10 striker. I think regardless of if they're paying a big salary on Calvert-Lewin or whatever, you still need another body up top for me. A goal scorer. Maybe Metcher is that. He's got 2 in the last 2 and scored 3. It's not massive return, but it's still better than most in this squad. You think is he our top scorer actually? Probably will be with 3, won't he? You have to be fully convinced, stay committed, and improve in order for us to keep this together. Farke was then asked about the pressure. Is this the toughest period in his career, or will it define his career? And he says no. He's not focused on himself. It's a bit, it's a bit more on the manager and not the players. If it goes well, it's the players, it's not the manager, etc. Which is true. But he said, I don't think about this. He's focused. I'm really sorry for yawning, folks. How can I be tired? I got up about 20 to 12. Now, I didn't like this question from Pope, because you're saying about outside noise on Aronson, and is it putting pressure on him? And then you say, should you drop him to protect him? I think you're just adding fuel to the fire there, Popey. I personally believe Aronson's had a decent season by his standards. Did I think James should have started last week? Yes. But the first half was decent. And yeah, I think it's unfair. Like, do you know what? Again, back to square ball, and I've said this before as well. At this point, don't blame Brendan. Blame the manager. Don't come out putting shit on social media, having a go at him and all that. At the end of the day, regardless of what you think of him now, I think he's warranted playing, right? I think he's done well. He's done well. But I think at this point, just blame the manager. You know, blame the manager. That's the best way to go about it. Because it's hard. It's almost harsh on him. You know, I think we have to. If he is seeing this stuff, which he probably is, then we have to think maybe. It's like when it's almost like the Melier situation, although nowhere near as bad performance-wise, because as I've said to you, I actually think he's performed to an okay level based on his output, what we can get from him. I'm not saying he's been a world beater, but just based on him. Yeah, there is, Stephen, I almost feel there is a bit of an obsession. It's a stick to beat the manager with, but he'll play. Will he play? Will he play on Saturday, do you think? I think so, yeah. I think he will play. I think he will play, yeah. Has Brendan played well enough to get Leeds a transfer fee? No. No, but I think where he's wrong is you can't mention he's getting battered and then mention why don't you drop him for his. I just don't agree with it anyway. We'll agree to disagree on that situation. He spoke about the left-hand side as well, having issues on the left. Can't say I have solved it because we haven't played a game. The last 5 goals we conceded developed from our left side because Okafor's lazy as shit. You saw him reacting to the goal that Rod just scored. When Marlon actually gets the ball, Okafor just comes into the picture. So we have to look at that. If our last 5 goals are conceded from the left-hand side, then obviously there is an issue there. But you can't speak on Okafor actually not having good games at times, because when he gets the ball, he's exciting, but I don't think he did anything amazing in the last couple. And he has to do better defensively. The midfield also has to do better defensively. We're aware they failed to track runners, etc. And that equaliser was similar. It cut in, Marlon's free, Okafor comes into the picture, he's already passed it to Rodgers, and would be, we're at equal. We're at equal on level terms. So yeah, he was then asked about formation change. Obviously, with the midfield issues we have a lot of fans, see that now, and have suggested that we maybe make a formation change. He said it's always an option. I don't like to speak too much about it in public. Last season, wherever necessary, we changed our base formation sometimes during the game. I don't like to highlight too much because then it's fishing for compliments. I don't think you're being complimented on tactical setup. I can't even lie. I'm concentrating on what we have to do to help the team. If needed, we change to be more offensive approach. It's not about the base formation. It's about the principles you bring on the pitch. Not sure I agree, but hey. Farke on City Challenge. Not really enjoyable at the moment because there is a lot of stick. Concentrate to help my team win momentum back, because after a spell of poor results, we didn't deserve to lose against Villa. I agree. To face the best manager and one of the best teams in the world is not a situation you particularly enjoy, but we're going to be competitive. If we were at home, I would have more enthusiasm for this fixture. I just think at their place we might get walloped, if I'm honest. So we'll see. He was asked about stopping Haaland. You can't stop him, can you? You can work on things. It is what it is. He's the best striker in world football for a reason. What is it? 14 goals. Our top scorer's got 3. Puts in. I know they're a much better side, but he's just a machine. He's going to break every goal scoring record going. So I don't think really you can stop him. You just hope he has an off day. He was asked about the absences of Longstaff and Stack. 2 key players in top shape, so it's going to be tricky. But once a player is unavailable, I don't want to complain too much. I don't want to look for excuses. It's a chance for other players. And they have my back, and I think Gruev will come in. I think Gruev will do a job. Like, he's honest. He's a good pro. I'm not concerned about Gruev. I'm not. So that's fine. But the quality has dropped, obviously. We have to add quality to this squad, and that has to be in January. He was asked about going direct because we've seen fruits of that, but there seems a reluctance to do it again. I said, I think if we go more direct than we have done last season, opening a compact block, it always depends. If we just concentrate on going long and hoping players win headers or second balls, we also have to play to our strengths. Also depends on how the game is going. Brighton went 2 up and chose not to press us. They tried to be compact, so it doesn't make sense to put a long ball into their setup. We have to adapt our style. We also have to adapt when we play top sides like City. If we just go long and lose it, it's not how we have a chance. We need a good balance. I do think we tried play too patient in possession at times, and wish we would hit it longer. Obviously, he was asked about continuously mentioning the players' level of ability, which I agree with. He said, how does that work on the players? Because they might be watching it in the media thinking, this guy thinks he's shit, or we're shit. He says players know how confident I am about them. It's all so important. We can't rest on individual quality and lose our work off the ball. We need to stick together and put a shift in. It's important to remind them that without the basics, having the right tactical approach and expecting it, we have to be better than other teams. We then have to take chances and show effectiveness. Maybe, because City will have the ball, it'd be easier for us to be able to create chances against City because they'll play higher up the pitch. There'll be space in behind. Is that opportune moment for Dan James? Yeah, I would think so. Yeah. Look, like you said, my players aren't stupid. They know that they're not going to a game and thinking, oh, yeah, City, yeah, we're as good as these, because we're not, right? Yeah, I'll go through the super chat at the end, mate. Don't worry. We'll do that. He was then asked a question by Isaac Johnson, which he clearly didn't like, and shut down straight away. He said, do you still feel you're on the same page as the hierarchy? And he just went, yes. You could tell that annoyed him because there's a lot of noise in it. There's a lot of noise. He was then asked if the ownership had given any indication of a points total. No. Again, no. Yeah. And they spoke some more on January and, spoke about us being the better side in some games, etc. But he said, what I won't do is complain, I'm not going to sit here and, oh, well, we didn't get this player, didn't get that player, but he knows that we need to do business in January. That's something that has to happen. We all know that, right? Actually, a lot really from the press conference. It didn't set the world alight. Big up to Jason Taylor. He says, put me in a coma and wake up after 3 games. Don't think the next week or so is going to be pretty. Listen, it's what we signed up for. It's what we're back in the Premier League for. Hopefully we can upset the apple cart, and get something. Do I think we will? No. Do you think Farke gets sacked if we lose 2-0? No. I don't think they'll sack him after City unless it's embarrassing. I don't. Because then we've got Liverpool, Chelsea, and it's quite interesting here. Graham Smith mentioned what I've been saying in terms of it's not actually the right moment to sack him, really, from a new manager perspective, having to come in and play. Like, let's say a new manager came in and they had to play City, Liverpool, Chelsea. It's just very difficult. It's a difficult run. So I think maybe keeping the manager, even if you were we get beat by City 3-4, right? Play Chelsea or Liverpool, lose. I mean, it'd get a draw, 1-1 or something like that, and then they sack him. Then that manager's got opportunity to get some easier games before January hits. I almost feel the best managers that we could have got are gone. I'm just on managers that I know, obviously Dyche and Nuno. They played direct with his team. Got players in and around Calvert-Lewin or Metro, whether it is they chose to start. It's rough. As you can tell, I'm absolutely knackered. Piss holes in the snow. Delaying the inevitable is till his position is totally untenable is a risky approach. Should have happened weeks ago. Nah, not for me. Shouldn't have happened weeks ago, but that's again football and opinion. Where's final word, Joe? Yes, a lot of people are busy. Luke's got a new house and working on that constantly. Andrea can come on. We were going to do a show, but I've just needed some time away, man. Just because it's shit. You know what I mean? Shit right now. So yeah. I'm really fed up with Leeds. There seems to be no long-term plan. How do we stay in this league and build our team? No comments from 49ers. They don't. They only come out when it's going well, you know. I still pisses me off. I see Parag on Sky Sports, first game of the season. Yeah, you know, we're so happy to be here, and we know business gets done in the last couple of days. You know, stats show that. Well, about the eye test, bro, because you signed no one. You know what I mean? You signed no one. So, yeah, I know, Tom. I know. I've got a lot of sleep to catch up on. I did sleep a lot last night, and I'll get on that as well, broski. Don't worry about that. Rangers sat there fecking bored. Leeds, nothing. Nah, Luke's not scared of nothing, man. The guy's a chat shit, get bang kind of guy. Big guy. So, yeah. But we do, and sounds like a lot of us have given up. That's what it feels like, innit? But that's probably where I'm at this moment in time. I've given up. I just can't see the light at the end of the tunnel, the wood through the trees. I just can't, man. I just can't. Sick of Farke and Aronson Harslickers again. You can be sick, but I just think leave Brendan alone. Like, he's a player for our football club. He's limited ability, but he puts it in every single week. So we know he's limited. I'm a fan of his, and I know he's limited, but just like, it can't be nice for him. He's pulling on the white shirt, putting in as much work as possible, and people are battering him. He's not the problem, right? If you're unhappy with Brendan, look, just focus that on the manager, and that's why the manager is there to take pressure off the players. The manager's dealt with this; he's got experience of it. Brendan can't be feeling great. He might be dog shit, but that's fine. It's fine. I've not seen Richard. I don't watch or anything like that, so not seen any of it, though. That's what I mean. It doesn't come down to one player. It doesn't come down to one player, and it's unfair to batter him for it, because the thing is, as well, he's not making mistakes. Like, he's okay. He might be limited, but he's not doing a melee here. So just leave off. Yeah, we can talk about his money, but it's all relative. You think if you think if just because you got more money, you don't suffer. Just because he's on more money, you know, he doesn't suffer mentally when he sees people just absolutely battering him, you know, when he's trying his best, puts in a performance. He doesn't give the ball away 90% of the time, though, Justin. 2-hour sessions about rumours on X about sacking Farke, really? Well, it's time to dine out. Like, this is what I'm saying. I could have dined out on it. I thought, yeah, but just think, you can't blame Farke for Brendan Constant. No, you blame the manager for playing him, though, right? That's what he's there for. Anyway, listen, it's not an arse-licking thing. It's just a human thing at this point. Yeah, but that's where I'm at, though, Lee. Do you know what I mean? I if you watch my post-match back from the other day, man, I was just like a chilled sort of vibe about it. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, we're just gonna get relegated. You know, that's where I'm at. I just think we're we're going to get relegated, which is shit because we've got ages left. No, I didn't, Philip. No. Why? What? I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know, mate. Well, you say this on a video? And do you know what? I don't even want to know what people are saying about me in the space. I don't even want to know. He's been on my channel and that, so if he's bad-mouthing me again, I'm used to it now at this point. It's what they all do. Fuck it, innit? Anyway, I'll not even speak anymore on that. I'm going to watch it, LUFC 123. I'm going to watch it. Yeah, that's shit. But we move. I'm going to watch it. I started listening to it this morning when I got up. It sounded decent. Yeah, probably. I would probably, but we'll move. See, I've got that in my head now that I want to go see that. Sake. Yeah, yeah. Just that's where I'm at. Shit in it. But tomorrow is a new day. Football's back, all that sort of jazz. Exciting. Wee. Yeah, Jamie, agreed, mate. That's what I mean. That's what I mean, man. I'm with you there. I'm with you there. No, I'm sorry, I couldn't be more fun for you, but I just feel like it's been said just there, had so much optimism for the season. They've got it so wrong, exactly. They have. I was so optimistic. I was on shows. We're staying up. Sunderland are staying up. You know, we're going to do bits. We're not here to make numbers up. And I feel now we're here to make numbers up. You know, squad's not good enough. Worst thing is it's decimated and on the floor. So, yeah, it's a bit like Groundhog Day, Yorkshireman, yeah? And maybe we need to change a manager to stop that. Maybe that might give us that new excitement, eh? But right now, it's not looking good, bruv. Danny says, too much to put here, but Farke is at his best when he has a stacked deck as he sticks to plan and the plan tends to work as his players are better than the opposition. The proactiveness, what he struggles with. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we had the best team or best players in the championship, so it won. But in this league, it's hard. Yeah, that's where we're at, though, isn't it? That's where we're at. Maybe that might be the word, you know. But yeah, and if the manager goes, these have to go as well. You know, Lockie made a good point in the group chat. He says, you know, so in these situations, you look to the academy. What players outside of Harry Gray are good in the academy? And then he makes the point of Adam Underwood was head of youth at Leeds United. It's one of it. It's him. Our youth is in one of its lowest, like, ebbs for ages. Remember, like, I know it's not. I know it's all relative, but even like when we had Lewis Cook, Charlie Taylor, Sam Byram, Alex Mower, all them, Calvin Phillips, all coming through. We've had Archie and Harry. Where's all the rest of them, man? And he was head of youth development. Now he's head of the fucking whole thing. Get in the bin, mate. Shite. Needs sacking off as well. 100%. 100%. They've done all right at Everton, bro. Done all right at Everton. It's right, though, Heslington. Like, think about, like, the youth. There isn't any coming through at Leeds, man. Not what? Well, they're not good enough anyway. You know, like you James DeBios and all these that, you know, they're there. It's not. Yeah, but you should have. You should have more than that. It's not in a good place, mate. It's not. Yeah. It is. That's what I mean. Even Forest, mate. Forest stayed up the year we went down. Look at them now. I know they're in a shit position in the league, but they won't be there. They won't be there come the end of it. Yeah. True, Joe, that was a better crop than the recent bunch. Yeah, man. Definitely. But that's where we're at anyway. I know it's not been the most uplifting. Maybe that'll change tomorrow. But we move. Listen, thanks always for checking in. Thanks always for watching the channel. Smash a like on the video, subscribe to it, get your comments in, hit that notification bell. Yeah, no, I agree. This is the point I'm making. That's the point I'm making. We did, you know, even you go back to like Fabian Delph, Lennon and stuff. They were always pinched from us, but we did. Yeah, we'll see, man. Is this feeling the like? Well, of course it is, mate. Of course it is. Bored, rotten. They've got an opportunity in January to turn it around. In some people's eyes, they've got an opportunity in changing the manager to turn it around potentially. Because it's like it's been said to folks, they could wait. They could wait too long and then it's too late. And that'll again be a reflection on them. I know for a fact people in the, yeah, no, exactly. I know, it ain't great. You've got, but you've got teams like City, you know, the Manchester, take him from Leeds. We are a one-club city. We should have better than what we've got there. But hey ho. I think we're going down. Well, maybe. Exactly. But January is going to be a difficult market. I don't care. They still need to spend. They still need to spend. You know, I don't want to hear, oh, this is just get your fucking money out, get the checkbook out and spend. Otherwise, we're going down anyways. You know what I mean? I almost feel that we're going to go down, but hey, we shall see. Listen, I want you to smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, get your comments in, and of course, hit that notification bell. And I'll see you in a bit. Maybe might see you later on for an opposition preview, depending on how I'm feeling. Because I'm very tired. I'm tired. So yeah. Yeah. Anyway, we shall see you in a bit. Peace out, folks.